Hi everyone, and welcome back. If you are new here, this is a channel about semi-hydroponics and hopefully not only in the future. I think this is not straight. Well, sorry for that, but I'm filming with my phone. Right, so as I was saying, probably you'll see before this more videos about updates on my plants and how they are doing and which are not doing great and which are doing great and so on. Anyway, today, because I have this dieffenbachia. She has two brand new leaves. This one it's damaged and she has another one that's coming through, right? But this one I bought it from Aldi. It was in a really bad shape. She lost all the leaves when I moved it into semi-hydroponics. But I put it into semi-hydroponics on 1st October. And I didn't check it so far. Because she was doing great, so it didn't have any motives, any reason. That's the word. To check her, but I want to check her and I want to rinse the leca pebble as well. Actually, I want to boil them. I don't want to rinse them. I want to boil them and check on the roots. She is doing great. She had a lot of leaves, but they were all broken. She was outside. She was in a poor state. So I want to check the roots and I want to boil the leca. So excuse the noise that will follow. Oh, Jesus. Right, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. Right. So, obviously, we have a lot of rotten roots, as I was expected. But we have new roots as well, which is good. She still have some compost, so I will clean the dead roots, which are a lot. All this, it's kind of dead, but she has a few new roots, not too many, because look at this. Yeah, they are all breaking, obviously, because they are all rotten, because I didn't check her for the last October, November, December, January, February, March. We're in March, 5 months. Yeah, so I will clean it and I will show you what's the result after I clean all this mess. Done. Look at this. All these they were rotten, so she was left with a few roots, but I would say it's pretty good. It will sustain her and she will produce more roots, so I'm not worried. We usually are getting really worried for the expensive plants and not for the cheapest ones, and usually the expensive ones are doing better than the cheapest ones. So don't know why. Maybe because we care for them so much because they are just expensive and the cheapest ones are getting neglected, unfortunately. Right, so I have some hydrogen peroxide 3% and I will spray it really well. I've cleaned the pot. I will not use the same leca because I didn't boil the leca yet. I will give it a bit of shake because the leca that I will use, it's dried, so I'm not worried to leave this to dry. Actually, I will spray some more, just be safe. Can't affect anything. It's 3%, it's not a high concentration. Now, what I will do, I have a pretty big pot for the dieffenbachia because she had big roots. But I will still keep her in this pot. So I think it's a misconception not to put a small plant in a big pot, and I will tell you why. Because all depends in how you water that plant. Even in compost, if you put small plant in a big pot and you know how to water it properly, you will not have to change that plant for a few years or till you change the compost. But I found with semi-hydroponics, bigger pots are really easy to maintain. And why? Because they keep more moisture than a small pot, which is common sense. They will, because they are big and the water is not evaporating so quickly. So I will put her in the same pot. I don't know how big this pot is. It's 2 liters or 17 centimeters, whatever that means, if that's helping you. So I will put a layer of leca, just a quarter of the, obviously I'll make a bit of noise. Right, always give the leca a good shake, because you'll have the small pebbles that will come out, and that's all right. And just to put them in place, so give it a good shake when you put the first layer. Give it a good shake after. I'll just bring this leca thing here. There you go. All right. So let's put, like always, I'm not organized. I don't have space for anything. I'll just try to put the leca as flat as I can. And she will go till here in leca. So this leca, it's already boiled and dry. All right, give it a tap, hold the plant and pot. And the balls will fall into place, and that's it. I did found, I know that Rachel from Pretty Implants, which is another channel about semi-hydroponics, she has trouble can't pronounce the word. Put a big plant in a small pot so the leca will hold it. But I don't have only the round leca. I have this leca as well, that's gone. The one that it's not round. So I have the round leca and the light, it's not done. I don't know how to do this. And I'm making a mess. Right, I don't have only round leca. I have the out of shape leca, which I mix them together because, as I've told you many times before, but for who is new here, the leca that it's not perfectly round will hold more moisture than the round leca. So I mix them together. Just, I have a leca here that's not clean. Don't know why. And that's why I mix them together. Probably that's why it will hold the plant really well. See, it's not moving at all. So I do find they work really well together. I don't know what brand, Jesus Christ, it's so difficult for me to talk. I don't know what brand is this leca that it's not round shaped, because I have it for the last 7 years now, so I can't remember which one I bought, but that was the one that I could get at that time 7 years ago. But yeah, so this plant, the leca, it's dry, so I will water it only with rainwater, without anything in it. I'm trying something new now. I'm trying things to simplify this process, because I've noticed that many people found it really difficult. and it is to a certain point. So till you kind of know what you are doing, and you don't have to measure anything, and you don't have to check the EC or the pH or those type of things that for me are really important. There are people that are not checking those things and they are doing really well. So if you want to do it like that, do it like that. I don't have anything against it, but that depends so much of the type of the water that you have. If you are using RO water, or how it's called, that osmosis water, right, you will not have any issues. You don't have to measure anything. The pH, if it's buffered properly, probably it will be around 7. So you just need to take the pH down. But the EC in the RO water, it's really low. So you can add as much nutrients as you want, but you have to be careful with that as well. But I will tell you why in another video. So that's it for today. I think my dieffenbachia will do just fine. She has a new leaf that it's coming out. So I will just put a bit of water on the bottom of the pot. It's in my reservoir. This reservoir, it's getting filled till here. That's it. I'm not putting more water. She doesn't need more water. That's plenty, because she's really deep in the pot. She's not at the half of the pot. I've put leca only a quarter, just to cover the holes of the pot. So she's really low. She doesn't need too much water. She doesn't need too much nutrients when I will add the nutrients. So for now, just rainwater. Let's say in maybe 1 week or 2, or whenever I remember. That's better. Whenever I remember, I will drop some nutrients in there, and that's it. So thank you for watching. See you in the next video.